Hello students, and welcome to this video for Excel, we've been working for so long. Excel Chapter 1 Hands-On Exercise number 4. Number 4, we're on page 450 of your textbook, page 450, and today we're going to be dealing with formatting your worksheet. So we've said this file is a workbook, and we said this sheet inside of your workbook is a worksheet, and of course your worksheet has a spreadsheet on it. So there's lots of terms and names we're learning here, but that's the idea. So you should have your Excel Chapter 1 Hands-On Exercise number 3 markup workbook open, because that's the first step here on the page. So I'm going to read the information as you turn to page 450 in your textbook. Says in the first 3 hands-on exercises, you entered data about products on sale, created formulas to calculate markup and profit, and inserted new rows and columns to accommodate the labels, electronics, and furniture to identify the specific products. You are ready to change the worksheet. Specifically, you'll center the title, align text, format values, and apply other formatting to enhance the readability of the worksheet. So we're on step 1, apply a cell style and merge the center of the title. So we're going to do that. So step A, I have the file open and I need to save it with a new name. So file, save as, choosing browse. It's already in the right folder because I've saved it, and we're just changing it from H3 to H4. So from H3 to H4, I'm going to replace the file. Yours won't ask you for that. Okay, we've just saved it. What we need to do here is step B. We're selecting the range A15 through I26. So I'm moving it all the way down here. A15 through I26. And it says we're going to press delete. So we're getting rid of that information we copied. So we were just looking at how to copy last time, so we end up getting rid of it. Then step C, it says select range A1 through I1. So basically this whole title area up top, A1 through I1. And it says click Cell Styles in the Styles group on the Home tab. So we go to the Styles group over here, and then it says click Cell Styles. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to click the More arrow. Which allows us to see the different styles. And then it says select heading 1. So right here is heading 1, and I click that, and you can see it's changed the style for us. Step D, it says click merge and center. So rather than, having all the information in cell A1, I'm going to click merge and center and do that. And you'll notice right now our column B is hidden, but we're still able to select that column and do things with it. Now we're on step E. It says select range A2 through I2. So A2 through I2. So this line with the date on it. And it says click merge and center. And save the workbook. Then it says we're going to select the range A4 through I4. A4 through I4. And it says we're going to click wrap text in the alignment group. So here's our alignment group. Click wrap text. Basically what wrap text means is it's just going to go down to a second line. So rather than going over the boundaries that were set, it goes to second line. So markup rate, retail price, % off, things like that. It adjusts it for us. Then it says click cell A1. So right here when we click cell A1, notice it selects this whole group because we merged and centered it. And then it says click middle align. Middle align. Now you notice we got it centered. That's not what it's talking about. It's talking about this one right here, middle align. So this is bottom, top, and middle in our alignment group. So middle align, which adjusts it vertically. All right, we're on step 3 already in page 452. And it says select range A6 through A8. So A6 through A8. This is step A. Step B, increase indent in the alignment group twice. So I go to my alignment group. You see here my indent buttons. This is decrease, and this one is increase. And it says we need to increase it twice. So 1, 2. And you can see it moved over here for me just like that. Then step D, it says increase the column width to 26.0. So increase column A width to 26.0. So I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to click on the row header for column A, and then I'm going to go over to format, and I'm going to adjust the column width. And right now it's set to 23, so let's set it to 26 like it wants, and click OK. And I'll show that one more time here. So I click up here on the header, and I go over here to format. I choose column width, and I type that information in. And it says to save our workbook. All right, step 4. We are applying a border and fill color. So let's step A. It says select range A4 through I4. So A4 product through I4. So all these right here. And then it says we're going to click the fill arrow in the font color group. So fill arrow in the font color group. Here's my font group, font color. And it says to select blue accent 1. So let's see, this is accent 1 right here. It says lighter 80%. So it's this one right here. Then it says step C, select the range F4 through G12. So this is F4 right here through G12. So I'm going down here. Now you notice I've got 2 columns selected. I've got multiple rows selected as well. So F4 through G12. Always make sure you're paying close attention to which ones you select. Then it says click the border arrow. Click the border arrow. So we're going over here to the font group, and we're finding our border arrow right here. Border arrow, if I can say it. And then it says select thick outside borders. Thick outside borders, which I just did that. So thick outside borders. And then it says click in an empty cell below the columns of data to deselect the cell. So I'm just going to click over here, and you can see it made that change for the borders. All right, I'm going to save my workbook. Then it says step 5 here. We're actually breezing through this very quickly. We're on the last main step. Apply number formats and increase and decrease decimal places. So it says select the range C6 through C12. So C6 is right here through C12. C6 through C12. And it says press and hold Control as you select ranges E6 through E12 and G6 through H12. Now you notice this is very different. We are going and selecting multiple groups, and make sure they should all be highlighted for the ones we selected. So you can see they were separate, and we were able to do it with the control button. So anytime you have to select multiple groups that are away from each other, you do it by the control button. All right. Then it says step B, click account number format in the number group. So here's our number group, and this is where we can apply format to our numbers. So I can click the more arrow here, and it brings up different ones. There's general, numbers, currency, accounting, short date, long date, time, percentage, fraction, scientific, text, and there's all those different ones. We're going with the accounting number format. So it's a great way for us to choose different ways for it. And you notice we selected the ones that are actual cash amounts, not percentages or anything like that, and we switched it to what we want it to look like. All right, then it says select range D6 through D12. So you notice I deselected the other things and selected just this range. Then it says click percentage style in the number group. Now you'll notice there's also these numbers here where you can select it. So account number format, percentage, we have comma style, and then of course this is moving the decimal place, increase or decrease. So I'm going to click on this one this time instead of the more arrow, and you can see it changes to a percent as opposed to a decimal. And then it says increase decimal in the number group. So up here we have our increase button right here, so I'm going to click it once, and you can see now it shows me that first place after the decimal point. Alright, then it says step D, apply percent style to range F6 through F12. So let's select F6 through F12, and then we're going to apply the percent style. So there you go. That's step D. All right, we're on step E now. Select range I6 through I12. So I6 through I12. And then it says apply the percent style. And then increase decimal, which is right here. All right, we got 2 steps left here before we're done. It says for step F, select range F6 through F12. And then it says click align right. So over here, align right. Now you notice it's already aligned to the right side, but we're doing it anyways. And then it says increase indent twice. So I'm going to go over here to, right here in alignment group. This is decrease, this is increase right here. So increase indent twice. And then it says we're going to select the range I6 through I12. So over here, I6 through I12. Looks like that. We're doing align right. And then we're increasing the indent twice. So increase, increase. All right, so now it says step G, save your workbook. And of course it says if you are planning on continuing, leave it open. Otherwise you can close it. And this is what it should look like at the end when you're all done. So you can kind of, actually I'll just leave it there because you can basically see it. We formatted these different things. This is exactly how it should look if you followed the instructions. Remember, this is the name of it here. Make sure to submit this file. And that is how you complete Excel Chapter 1 Hands-on Exercise number 4.